What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Cigar Ralphie. And I found this "I'm Not Racist" remix that I didn't even know it was out by my son. I expect a whole bunch of rebuttals to come out. I did have a problem with the second verse. I don't feel it was strong enough. The first verse was dope. The guy, on the first verse of the original one, like I said, sorry about the plane, man. I'm recording in adverse conditions, but the first verse, he was spitting facts, and I was like, oh shit, And then on the second verse, I thought he was gonna come back hard, but I don't feel like he did. I feel like all he did was reinforce what the first verse said. So now this guy here, my son, has a remix, and I'm gonna go ahead and comment on it through it. But I'm gonna go ahead and comment through it, all right? And I'm gonna let y'all hear it. I'm gonna go ahead and comment. All right. Anyway, without further ado, let's go.
But you omitting the factors, and I don't want your pity, you motherfucking cracker. I'm not a racist, my hatred has basis. My ancestors were brought here by killers and rapists. Your forefathers were all robbers, forced us to your culture and customs and destroyed ours.
Already he started off with facts, and he started off, well, the forefathers came here with slaves. That's what he's saying, and all that good stuff. Already he started off dope. So let's continue.
Then you murdered and enslaved us, days in the field. You motherfuckers never paid us for 400 years. You talk about welfare after all we done did. You done tortured our kids, no remorse. Let them die, kill millions. It was damn near genocide, and we should just forget it, right? It's getting better, right? America's the land of the free. That's what you tell us, right? And then you jealous, label us as felons for selling what you gave us, made lemonades from lemons, and then you made our women not even respect us. They said you can't provide or protect us. It's hard being a father, can't find a job. You ain't got a dollar. We don't go to Harvard. We don't go to Yale. We die by 21, or we just go to jail.
See, he did. Now do I agree with every single thing he says? No, not at all. But he's coming back with actual rebuttal, some facts that maybe he had looked up. You know what I'm saying? Are his numbers accurate, or no? But I mean, neither were the other ones in the original words. But at least he came back with some research, with a basis. He has a basis. The other one was just like complaining. You know what I'm saying? He was saying the same thing that the white guy said. He was just complaining about racism. I'm like this because of racism. He's saying I'm like, we're like this because of racism. But this is why. This is why we feel, that there's racism. The other one just kind of rebutted what, rebutted. He reiterated what the first verse said.
We don't make guns, but it's millions in the hood. What the fuck you think?
Damn, I paused it at the wrong time. Sorry. He said, you complain about us, about all the gun violence, blah blah blah, in the hood, but we don't even make guns. That was pretty hard. That was pretty hard.
Came from, play dumb. You know it's a plot to put a nigga in a cell or a nigga in a box so our population stop. And we say minorities. White supremacy, y'all remain majority. Superiority, you want to keep authority. Y'all want to keep us asleep so y'all can keep us in poverty. I'm not a racist, but I ain't dumb. I know the odds of living where I came from is a lot less. You couldn't even die, just a full set of trauma from living in the projects. Piss in the elevators, gunshots all day. Kids walk by while they get high in the hallway. Only success I saw came the wrong way. You mad at me? Cause I learned what y'all taught me. Trump wanted to build a wall on land that he stole. This shit ain't even yours.
Like I said, I don't agree with everything. Trump doesn't want to build the wall, but he didn't steal any land. You know what I'm saying? The president is basically just a manager, and I'm not gonna get into politics. All he is like a general manager, a GM. That's all he is. He doesn't own the land. It's not his. You know what I mean? He could say build the wall here. The next president could say tear it down. So, you know what I mean? He didn't steal anything. It's not like he's buying it. If he was buying it, or if he just went and killed everybody, south of the border, then then he'd be, and then just took all that land and called it America. Then he stole it, and it's happened before in the past, and we have a horrible history as humans, not just as Americans. So it's not just as Americans, but as humans, we have a history of violence. All races. There's not one race that has been super peaceful that we could be like, oh, they're just so nice. I wish everybody was like that. No, everybody has done violence. So, you get off that, but. And I say south of the border because it's not just Mexicans. Everybody seems to gravitate, oh, it's just Mexicans. No, it ain't just Mexicans. It's everybody. Is anybody across the border that is not from American land, that's the immigrants they're talking about. Not just Mexico. It just so happens Mexico is the country that's on the border.
It's on the facts, but you ignore the cause. You motherfucking crackers that started all the wars and you do it all because you want power. Y'all just kill and devour. Stole us from our home, took everything that's ours, and y'all call us criminals, motherfucking cowards. No, you want to talk about rap? It started with a message. It was pro-black. We had.
Again, I'm not gonna get into history, but back in Africa, they were stealing land from each other. Africans were stealing land from each other, not just South Africa where British or Caucasians went and stole land. I'm talking about every nation, one nation from another, one country from another. Whoever was more powerful stole the land. You know what I mean? So, and it was black on black, and you know what I mean. So everybody, like I said, everybody has a horrible history. Humans in general. But anyway, let's go.
Educating us with facts, explaining PE, putting history on tracks. When we was waking up, you had a problem with that. Your owning companies that distributing the tracks is confusing when you stop distributing music like that. And you crack-ass crackers got consumed with the trap. First you push thug rap, then you push drug rap, conditioning the minds of little kids who love rapping.
That part I agree with 110, 120%. I've always said that. I don't listen to new rap, like that, but when we had the conscious rappers that were putting out knowledge, that were putting out history, that were putting out, educational, they were kind of educating, they were talking about real things. When the rappers, even the rappers now, some of like the lyricists, not the mumble rappers, but the lyricists that put out, that knowledge stuff, things when they say, don't do drugs, go to school, like that's the basis. Like, look, this is history. Now let's fix it. Let's go to school. Let's do this. Let's do that. Anything that's positive, they don't put it out like that. Unless you're talking about, doing drugs, messing with this hoe, or anything like that. They don't put it out. It's not gonna get played like that. It's not. It's only if it's drugs, if it's something, bitch or whatever. Anything that's disrespectful, anything that gets you thrown in jail is gonna get airplay, is gonna get put out. Is this is it made the top 10. Anything that's not, you only hear it on the CD or on the album, basically, or online when if you look for it. There's no positive rap, and they do that because that's what sells. The negativity is what sells. The controversy is what sells, not the positive stuff. You're not going to hear any of J. Cole's real stuff being put out. You're not going to hear KRS stuff being put out like that. You're not going to hear, Kendrick's or and I'm talking about the modern ones, or even the guys in the past that spit that real stuff. You're not going to hear it being put out like that because it doesn't sell. Positivity doesn't sell. If they were to put that out, it'd be a great thing. If that's what we were listening to, because I love hip-hop. That's my go-to music. And I'm Hispanic. I go to hip-hop and then my Spanish music. That's just, I grew up like that. But anyway.
Stand for a flag while the cops killing us and they stand up and brag. You worry about shit like my pants when they sagging out to me the rights and you don't understand why we mad. We ain't start this. Well, there's darkness, there's sin, but who created the darkness? Y'all put a racist predator in office talking grabbing pussy. You motherfuckers is heartless. Now you're not a racist, you conservative.
Like I said, I don't agree with everything. A racist predator. Everybody had a problem with that, yet everybody watches porn. Everybody's always talking about pussy. Everybody talks the same thing I did, but I'm not gonna get into politics. You know what I'm saying? It's like a double standard everybody has. But I won't get into that. It's too late for that. Guy's already president, so.
See a black man with a hoodie, you get nervous, bitch. Cops killed the unarmed boy. He deserves the shit, so you ain't not guilty, no matter what the verdict is. I'm not a racist. It's like you own the building and I'm only renting one floor. I'm not a racist. Y'all just want to give us scraps and you mad because we want more. I'm not a racist. I swear I'm not.
Okay, see, this is a dope rebuttal. I wish they would have took out the original first verse, put this one as the second verse. That would have been brutal. The first verse of the other one was dope. Spitting out, because what the point of the song was to show you what both sides are thinking, what the mindset of this side and the mindset of this side. I think this one right here, this remix, gave a better perspective of the mindset of the minority community, or the black community. I don't call blacks minority. I don't know why. They're not minority to me. I swear I see there's more African Americans than there is anything else to me. I see more African Americans than anything. I think I see it more than Hispanics. and to me there's a whole lot of Hispanics, but there's more African Americans I see than white. I don't see that many white people. I guess maybe, I don't know where I'm at, but I don't know. I just don't. But anyway, whatever. The point of the song was to show you both points of view of what they think, and in the original song they hugged it out there because they were like, oh shit, okay, I see I see your point of view. I see why you think like that, or why, whatever. But this remix, this right here was dope. I think it was better. And if you notice, he did the side of the black man, obviously, because that was the weaker side. You know what I mean? I don't think nobody dares do the white guy, because it'll cause ruckus if somebody does a remix of the side of the white guy. Unfortunately, we live in a world where if somebody white does a remix, with more questions or with more, another rebuttal, the white guy is going to be taken as, oh my God, that's horrible. No, fuck that. This guy needs to be whatever. You know what I'm saying? But there's going to be hundreds of remixes from the black side. That's just the way it is. Let's keep it 100. But this one's dope. I like this one. Do I agree with everything? Hell no. But it is dope. It is concise. It is. It was well thought out. I know this guy, as soon as he saw that video, grabbed that pen and pad and he did a little research too. I could tell, this guy isn't stupid. He sounds like a smart dude. I gotta say, I've never really heard of him. I'm gonna look him up, see what else he has. I'm sure he has some other dope stuff. If he has this, I'm sure he has other dope stuff. But I think this is a better second verse for the original. If they would take away the original one, the original second verse, and put this one as a second verse, dope. I mean, just 100% perfect song. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the original's still dope. The concept amazing. I mean, to me, it's going down in my history book as one of the best. I would say one of the best conscious raps, one of the best songs for this situation, for this era, for this of what's going on now. Unfortunately, we went right back to the race thing hard. Hopefully we get away from that and we all get along and we just stop and we just start doing comedy again, making fun of white people and all that stuff. And no offense to white people, it's just like, I used to love white jokes, because even my white friends, we used to laugh. We used to just hang out and chill, and nobody got offended about anything. With Spanish jokes, it was amazing time. And then we got away from that. Now everybody's offended, but whatever. But anyway, this is dope. Let me know what you guys think on the comments below, and Don't forget to follow me on social media, and I'll see you on the next smoke.